Hey guys, Corey J here with new comic book day releases, and we've got a good bit of comics here. I believe I've got 26. Now, 3 of those have been released in the last few months, I believe, last few weeks. But I went ahead and picked them up because I just wanted to get those and show them too. So let's go ahead and get started. Normally I end with Marvel, but I'm going to start with Marvel, hit the Independents, and then end with DC this week. So the first book I got here is Star Wars number 32. This is The Screaming Citadel, part 4 or 5. It's been a decent storyline. The part 5 will end, I believe, in Dr. Aphra. So it hasn't been too bad. It's been pretty good. Got Generation X number 3. This has been okay too. I'm enjoying the covers, these Terry Dodson covers, especially the way Jubilee is drawn. I really like that. It's almost Adam Hughes-ish, but like I said, it's okay. It's not too bad. It's better than I thought it would be. Got X-Men Blue number 5 with Jimmy Hudson there, front and center. So I'm guessing he probably is going to be a member of this team. So we can have Wolverines all over the place. And there's another Wolverine. Weapon X number 4, Weapons of Mutant Destruction Prelude. Next week, the Weapons of Mutant Destruction Alpha book comes out, and that gets that crossover started with Totally Awesome Hulk. The Totally Awesome Hulk that came out a couple weeks ago was pretty good. And this has been a good title too. Old Man Logan number 25, Days of Anger part 1. This is the new team, the new creative team. Bryson, I'm not sure how you pronounce that in Deodato. So I already heard my shop owner, he read this one already. He said it's really good. All New Wolverine number 21. Been a really great series. And this one here looks like it's guest starring Ironheart. Deadpool number 32, Secret Empire tie-in. And Deadpool in his Hydra wear. It's green. And he's throwing the horns there too. Hulk number 7. Love this cover. Man, this is just a great cover. I know you may not can see here, but there's a reflection in her eye. And I don't know, it may be her alter ego, Jennifer Walters, but I'm not sure. This has been pretty good. Now, she didn't Hulk out until issue 6. So it's been like a slow burn, but it's not been bad. It's a different kind of Hulk story, I think. It's not a ton of action, but it's a little deeper. Secret Empire United number 1. This is a one-shot. This is, look here, I believe, that cover there, you got Magic and a Hydra agent. So this is the X-Men type version of Secret Empire. I guess they're tie-in to it. So, like I said, I think last week, I'm picking up all the tie-ins, and not as far as the one-shots and the other mini-series with it. I'm not picking up tie-ins for books I don't purchase, other than, unless it's in a series I already get. Secret Empire number 4, Iron Man and Captain America on the cover, and Hank Pym / Ultron. And Defenders number 1, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist. This is basically the same team that's going to be on the TV show, the Netflix TV show. I've liked every one of the Daredevil season 1 and 2 was awesome. I really loved Jessica Jones. Luke Cage was pretty good. Not watched Iron Fist. I will watch it, just haven't done it. And I think what's hurt me watching it is some of the reviews. It's either gotten bad to mediocre reviews. I haven't really seen a lot of great reviews on it. So I'm a little hesitant to spend 13 hours of my life watching something that sucks. But I will keep an open mind when I do watch it, and since I'm expecting it to be not good, it will probably exceed my expectations. So, anyways, I'm picking this up just for it being the #1 issue. Don't know that I'll continue getting this series unless this issue blows me away, but I did want to give it a shot. Alright, now let's do the independent stuff. American Gods #4. This is also a TV show on Stars. Haven't been able to watch that, but I've heard good stuff about it. The book's been pretty good too. So I will continue to get it for as long as it keeps me interested. Harrow County #24. Just amazing series here. Amazing artwork. If you're into horror stuff, I suggest getting it. New Image #1, Kill the Minotaur. Back when I was in middle school, I was really big into Greek mythology. So I'm hoping that this has a lot of influence from that. I would assume it does. So that's what definitely, when I looked through the order log a few months ago, I definitely had to get this. Not really aware of the writer that much, but it's an Image book. It's from Skybound, so that's Robert Kirkman's imprint, and looks like it's gonna be Greek mythology influenced, hopefully. And Green Valley #9 from Image Comics. This is the last issue of this awesome limited series where you think it's one thing and it turns into something else. So you've got medieval times, which ends up turning into a time travel story. It's from the same writer that did Superman American Alien, so if you like that series, you'll probably like this. I enjoy the writing in it. I enjoy the art, both of those. Very, I think this is an underrated series and worth picking up if you're, it's 9 issues, so it'll probably be ready for a trade release here, probably in the next month or two. Now here's the issues that I picked up that's been out already. I've been thinking about getting this, but I'm not big into Archie, the Archie universe. But I couldn't say no to this anymore, this Betty and Veronica. I know I was talking to my shop guy earlier today, and he said that they're just really feuding in this. And I did pick up the free Comic Book Day one that's a reprint of the #1. So I'm going to read these. I'm going to read them and see how they are. But I couldn't keep turning this away with this beautiful Adam Hughes artwork on it. And also here, #3, you got Betty and Veronica, #Team Betty. Another gorgeous Adam Hughes cover. And right here, you've got Betty and then Veronica's picture. And I'm assuming Betty drew a goatee on Veronica. And then the Veronica issue of #3, Veronica has drawn on Betty glasses and blackened out teeth. So I found that quite funny, and can't say no to this Adam Hughes art. He just is amazing. Alright, we got DC books here. Dark Days to Forge #1 was... I didn't hear a lot about this. I know this is a setup. This is a one-shot setting up the event called Metal. Any event that's got the word metal in it, it's bound to be pretty cool. But shop guy, he told me this was awesome. So I may read, this may be one of the first books I read this week. And I like the covers. There's three different covers of this. There's a John Romita Jr. one with Superman and Batman on the cover. Then there's an Aquaman cover, but this by far, in my opinion, is the best looking cover out of it. Beautiful Wonder Woman B cover here. That I like. I usually get the A covers unless the B covers are blowing it away, and this one does. Wonder Woman #24. Wonder Woman there, and then there's a reflection of Cheetah. Just a gorgeous cover. Detective Comics 958, Intelligence Part 1. Action Comics 981, part of the Revenge storyline. Last issue, we got a backside view of General Zod. Thank God Superman is blocking the rod of steel of General Zod. Anyway, so this has been pretty good. All the Superman books are usually pretty good, so check them out if you're not. Flash number 24. I always love these Flash covers. I just like the art on the. I think the art in the Flash books is usually really well done. This also has Kid Flash versus Reverse Flash. So I don't know if that's a backup story or just intertwined in between the Color of Fear story going on with Flash and Green Lantern. Batgirl and the Birds of Prey number 11. That is I believe that's the new Oracle on there. Okay, if you haven't been following this, there is a new Oracle. It is a guy, and I think he is a double agent working for some villains, but I think he's getting a heart because I think he's grown a little close to the Birds of Prey, so I think he may be feeling a little bit guilty about what he's been doing. So kind of interesting. This also starts Source Code. This is part 1. Red Hood and the Outlaws number 11, part of the Who is Artemis story. Look, this is a great cover here. You got Artemis, and I can't remember what her name was. It's not Wonder Woman. Red Hood and Bizarro. This is like the reject trinity of DC, that representing Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman. I love some Red Hood stuff. And that's going to do it for this week. A lot of good stuff came out. I know next week I already looked up what I have coming out, and it's going to be huge as far as the amount that I've got to get. But you can't complain about comic books if you love comic books. If you're complaining about it, then stop getting them. Thanks, guys, for watching. As always, I want to give a few shout-outs before I get off here. I want to shout out Reaper Tate 728. He is one of the first, probably the first YouTuber that I started watching as far as comic book collections go. He doesn't put out videos very often, but when he does, they're awesome. They've got a lot of meat, a lot of bulk to it, and he's got some great books. So if you're not watching his stuff, Reaper Tate 728, check his stuff out. And another guy that I started watching around the same time as him is Longshank 78. Check his stuff out too. He gets down to the point. He's showing off his stuff. He don't waste any time. You get to see some good books from him. And his buddy, Weapon X, he's also got some really great videos too. So check out those guys. And another one I want you guys to check out, he does a video every week, sometimes 2 a week, just depending on if he's got any back issues, is The Chinist. The Chinist is the Bob Ross of the YouTube comic book community. If you remember Bob Ross did awesome paintings back in the 70s and 80s called The Joy of Painting. And he would just do these paintings in and he would speak in such a relaxing tone, and the brush strokes on the paintings, just like I could lay there and just relax watching it. In fact, I've watched him on YouTube while I've been trying to go to sleep at night, just getting myself relaxed. Anyways, I digress. Chinist, I compare to Bob Ross because when you're watching his stuff, he shows you what stacks he's got, what he got out for the week, and then he'll thumb through the book. And he's very soft-spoken, and he's got like usually some mellow rock music kind of playing in the background. It's not overbearing. It doesn't cloud or cover his voice from you being able to understand what he is saying. And he gives a lot of in-depth on the books and why he's been getting them, and actually gives a little preview of the books. So if you're into that kind of thing, he's got very unique videos. check his stuff out. I also want to say hello to Watchmen Comics. Appreciate all the shout outs you've been giving me lately, bud. Keep up the good work. And KMN 1971, a video every week on Sundays. Always some good stuff. Lots of classic Bronze Age stuff. If you're into that, definitely check out KMN 1971. Okay, I've spoke enough. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys. If not this weekend, I'll see you next week.